Hi, Alex Bogdan here live at SAP Tech Ed in Barcelona. I'm standing here with Rolf Zeeberg, and we are at the SAP Digital Boardroom on the show floor. Rolf, thank you for being here.
Hi Alex, it's a pleasure to be here. So welcome all to Barcelona Tech Ed. My name is Rolf Zeeberg. I work in the product management analytics, and I'm responsible for the project that developed business content for Digital Boardroom for Business Objects Cloud. And I would love to introduce you to what we did.
Could you give us a brief overview about what we're going to take a look at before we jump into the demo?
Sure, I can do that. Love to. So usually when you start with a Digital Boardroom or Business Object Cloud solution, you start on a very powerful platform with lots of opportunities and options. You have lots of alternatives, and once in a while you may be lost a bit and you don't know how to start. So we decided to offer free of charge, of course, as an SCN download, business content for all our customers to use. And this would give them a head start in the implementation project. So the idea is we come with ready-to-run data models with visualizations on top, with complete boardroom agendas that they could run. And of course, we point them to all the data sources where the data would come from. And this would, I believe, speed up most of the implementation projects with all the information that we can provide.
Okay, great. So what we're about to look at was also featured in Bernd's keynote that opened Tech Ed Barcelona.
Right, Bernd kindly mentioned that, so we're going to look at this. This is a lab preview, of course, but it will be available by the end of the year for all customers. As I said, we would like to download this from the SN, so everyone can go and just have it for free.
All right, let's take a look.
So here's a look at the content. We are featuring 4 front-runner industries. You can see them here. We've got chemicals, we've got the consumer products, we've got engineering, constructions, and operations. And not featured here, but would also be part of the content delivery, is public sector. And orthogonal to that, we provide information for the financial, the HR, and again not featured here, for the hybrid marketing perspective. So you can look at all those data models, and you can look at all those visualizations, and I will guide you through some of them. Once you've downloaded the information and connected the system, you can run this board meeting right like this, or you can modify the content, of course, and change it to suit your individual needs. So let's jump into it, and I will show you a bit what it is that we've pre-configured for you. When we look into the financial perspective for chemicals, we go right to the S4 system and take data out of an S4 system based on the CDS views that our colleagues have provided. No need to replicate data into the Business Objects Cloud. We will release the live connection to the S4 system soon. So what you see here is the overview screen for chemicals, and we feature content that comes from different business areas. So we have the financial perspective with individual KPIs and charts. We have got the outlook into the future with the pipeline health. We've got the latest and greatest in sales KPIs. We feature HR content. We also feature content that comes from the EHS system. That's the environment, health, and safety module within the S4. Let's jump into that, for instance. Change the view a bit. So up comes the information for EHS. Within EHS, you would typically track and monitor security or safety incidents. And we look at the top chart, for instance, where you see incidents have occurred throughout the year. There were near misses, safety observations, and all those things come from an S4 system. So what we provide here within the content is the data model to support this view. We provide the view for you, and of course we provide the connection. So out of the box you could run information scenarios like this. You could, for instance, want to explore this. You can start analyzing the information because it's all live and we provide the right data model. We could start navigating within this and find more information as we go about the incidents that occurred in our company. Drill down to the lowest level of detail is of course included. That's part of the data model. So for instance, we look at the individual regions and we could start identifying, for instance, also the major root causes. As you can see here, we've got the incident ID, so we go down to the finest level of granularity in the S4 system if you want. So that's just one example for the chemical industries. Let me jump back to the agenda and show you other things. So We looked at financial results briefly, we looked at health and safety. There's more to come. There's, for instance, the human resource part within chemicals, and this is now some information that will come out of a success factor system. So we connect to this one as well. And as I mentioned already, within the content, the connections, all the data models, all the visualizations are there for you to use. So you could either choose to run that live on your data without any changes or adapt whatever you want. It's a bit like a box of assorted chocolates where you just pick the chart that you like best, use that, adapt it, maybe introduce corporate colors, and are ready to run within minutes. So, and of course here, this is just this assortment of KPIs within the HR space. Let me go back and show you what else we have. For instance, additional information for the CP area, so that's consumer products. And when you look at that, we, for instance, have a briefer look into the marketing review. Marketing data would typically now come out of a BW system. So again, there's a connection to the BW system. We would connect to queries that are available with the BW content. So again, we are ready to run, and you can have an overview over your entire market performance. So first of all, again, we start with the overview screen. This is the overview screen for the consumer products industries, featuring again financial, HR, and other information. We are interested here into the market overview. So let's open this up, and we get an overview of how we perform in the market. So our best run product here compares to other top performers in the market, and you see the deviations in percentage points compared to last month. Also, we show the bottom performers, and our stuff is not in here, so we were lucky. Of course, part of the content is also the geospatial information that will be part of the entire story here to understand best where in the market, because that's a regional thing, we perform better than in other regions. So this is it as a first glimpse. Of course, there's more to come. So check out the SCN, check out business content for Digital Boardroom. Thanks a lot.